Should we start with a really top level? Because this is the first camera in a whole new lineup for Nikon. You're wearing the badge for it right now. Do we want to start with a little bit of absolute top level? What does this camera mean for Nikon?
Absolutely. I'll start with what Z Cinema means, because that's something that we've had a lot of questions on, what it is and what cameras are going to be part of Z Cinema.
It's exciting.
Absolutely. Very exciting. And Z Cinema essentially is any Z mount cinema camera that is a collaboration between Nikon and Red. That is the definition of Z Cinema. Yeah. So by that definition, we actually have 4 cameras under the Z Cinema umbrella, which includes 3 of the Z mount Reds as well as the ZR. However, it won't include things like the Komodo 6K or the V-Raptor XL, essentially, which don't have Z mount. So.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's the definition of Z Cinema. So anything that Nikon and Red collaborate with going forward, whether that's going to be branded a Nikon camera or a Red camera, they can still be part of that ecosystem. Because of course that will be a separation of what is branded Nikon and what is branded Red, because they'll both continue to make cameras and developing them under that joint umbrella. That
I think was one of the most interesting top level things for this camera is the both badges being on the back, because it raises so many questions.
Of course,
how moving forwards are you going to decide what is a Red camera, and how are you going to decide what is a Nikon camera, and how are you going to decide what is a Nikon Red camera? Like I think there's so much potential there for directions that you could go. Nothing's been said yet, has it? But I mean, this is a very different camera, of course. To the Reds.
I mean, just to answer you the question there, I don't think there will ever be a Nikon Red camera, if that makes sense. So you have a Nikon camera that is co-developed with Red, and you have a Red camera that is co-developed with Nikon, essentially. So
so which one would you class this as?
This is a Nikon camera.
Nikon camera.
Yes, it's a Nikon camera co-developed with Red. It's more Nikon than Red, if that makes sense.
Whereas would you class the new Komodo and V-Raptor with
that is more Red than Nikon,
that's a Red camera co-developed with Nikon?
Exactly.